Well, greetings, everyone. In Virginia, we're just getting another taste of fall here. Almost freezing last night. It was a shock because we were in these 80s last week. So anyhow, happy to see everybody here. Glad to see a few new people today. Welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see from Ripple. We have a great program here, and we're excited to have all the new people with us today. So happy to have Sylvie back with me today. Sorry to hear about her aunt passing away, but she's back. Just a blessing to our organization. Keeps me straight. When I mess up on something, she lets me know and helps me get it corrected. So thanks again, Sylvie, and welcome back. So, okay, well, let me go ahead and get started. Hang on just a second. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, here we go. Okay, so again, put your phones on vibrate. Don't record this. We want to make sure anything that gets set out is the latest version. But feel free to share whatever you see on YouTube and that sort of thing. That's fine. But the best thing you can do is just show the video that I'm going to show you here in a few minutes. So, okay, let's get started here. Let me get to my. Oops, hang on. Here we go. Okay. Our saying at Ripple is play, enjoy, win, share, and give back to someone who needs it. Again, Paul Davis, our managing director, who is still battling some health issues, and need to pray for him. He's a great asset to our program, and we need him back. But he's working behind the scenes quite a bit. It's just that he's not up to doing a lot of the upfront information stuff. So. But this is an informational training session. Again, my name is Jim Wagner, and I'm a member of Team Positive Cash, which is Dave's group. So first thing we want to go over is the fact we want you to think about this, obviously, but don't overthink it. This is a very simple, basic program. We're talking about the world of rewards points. Everybody knows that rewards points are the thing now. Everybody seems to be given rewards points. You look at it, airlines, hotels, grocery stores, games, you name it. You can pick up points just about anywhere. And those points are good, but most of the time, they're only good for the store or the university or the opportunity that's given it to you. With Ripple, it's different. We have a new twist on it, and we allow you to use your points in lots of different ways. So, but before we get started, or as we get started, let me share with you the video that I mentioned just a minute ago. This is a basic introductory video. Watch this first, and then I'll go into more details after it's over.
Welcome to Rewards Ripple Solutions, better known as Ripple. This is a quick video intro of what Ripple offers to their members. As you know, there are many opportunities being offered on the social sites about making you rich with their next big product. As you and I know, they are not always what they say they are. So let me begin by telling you we're not a business opportunity or a get-rich-quick scheme. Ripple is a free platform designed to help charities and struggling people around the world. The Ripple platform allows you to earn free points daily, which you divide 50-50 with a national charity, and use your points for your day-to-day necessities. Let's explain. Every time you play or participate in any of Ripple programs, you're always helping charities around the world. And the best thing is you have the opportunity to pick which charity you want to earn points for, and can change that whenever you want. On the Rewards Ripple platform, we offer many different games, surveys, and postings you can post on your social environment, where you receive points. Then these points you can use on the Ripple auction site. Yes, that's what we said. You earn free points where you can use them to bid on your day-to-day necessities, like groceries, hygiene products, food, and many other items that you may be short of in your day-to-day life. Wow, you may say, but it even gets better. Sometimes we all get behind on our bills, whether it's rent or your utility bills, or maybe you are late on a student loan or credit card payment. Well, just go to the auction site and bid on Make My Payment for Me. Crazy, right? But it doesn't stop there. Additionally, on the auction site there are luxury items, things like cruises and vacations, airline tickets, even cash money, and all these are free to you if you win the bid. The more games you play in, and the more postings you post, the more points you receive. Then simply place your bid on the product you want. And don't forget, every time you win, your points are divided 50-50 with the charity you are playing for. And guess what? They can go to the charity side of our auction site and bid just like you. In fact, we are setting a new standard for charitable organizations, as they don't have any of the red tape they normally have to go through with a traditional donation. It's simple. Let's say the nonprofit organization is looking for a pallet of water or warm clothes. They just place a bid on a pallet of water, or the warm clothes they are looking for. And if they win the bid, the product is immediately shipped to the people or organization they are trying to help. It truly is a game changer for charitable organizations. Think about it, as soon as they win the bid, the product is on the way to make a difference. No red tape, just true results. In the meantime, let me tell you how this can be life-changing for you and your family. Every time you refer somebody to this exciting program, you get 20% of their winning share of points, and what's even better, 10% of their winning share of points goes to your fundraising program or vacation fund. Make sure you visit our website to get a full understanding how our referral and fundraising programs work. So sign up and start telling your friends and family or anybody you meet about Ripple, as every time they play and win, you win points. And it even gets better. With some of our partners, you can even win real cash all for playing in their games. So again, share this new incredible platform with your friends and family, which will make a difference in their life just like yours, as they can win their day-to-day necessities just like you. And remember, it can be anything from groceries, pay a bill, or cash. And don't forget, if they win, you win. At the same time, you are doing your part by playing for charities and winning points to make a difference to the people who need the help. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is truly to help charitable organizations and struggling individuals. At the same time, make a little difference in your life by getting the day-to-day necessities, or the odd luxury items. How can you do this, you may ask? It's real simple. Our advertisers play an 8 to 12 seconds video in our games, advertising their products that fit your profile. And if you want to purchase through the ad, you often are giving a discount. By you watching the advertising, Ripple generates an income that we purchase products for the auction site, where you are able to bid on the items that you want. This is truly a win-win situation for everybody. Sign up now and let's make a difference. We thank you for being part of this game-changing platform, raising funds for charitable organizations around the world. The revolution starts now. So make sure you join us on one of our weekly webinars to find out more. As we say at Ripple, play, enjoy, win, share, and give back to one who needs it.
Okay, that's our video. And I tell you what, if you share that with people and they get the picture, they're going to sign up and you're going to see how that's going to benefit you. So, but again, this is a game changer. Um, there's nothing else out there that I know of that is like this. You're winning for yourself, you're winning for charities, and you're helping out people in need. Everybody wins with this program, and you're going to see how that works out in as we go through this program. So again, when you play, you win. 50-50 goes to the charity. Every once in a while, we're going to give all the points, if you want, to the charity, because let's say there's a disaster that we're trying to help with, and we may ask people to give all their points instead of splitting them 50-50. But that's rare. Most of the time, it's going to be a 50-50 split. But our vision is to create community where everybody benefits, players, charities, and you're going to see sponsors too. So, okay, how are we going to do this? Well, it's really simple. First of all, we don't want to create a burden. There are so many ways that people can ask for money to help you do something, but we're not going to do that. I'll show you in a second. But we also want to create a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. We have a creative solution for you, for your problems. And along the way, we want to create excitement. So how does that work? Well, like I said, we're going to do this without any cost. There's zero cost to become a member and beginning to earn points. That's crucial. I mean, we're not asking people to spend any money here when you ask them to join. Just go to the website, fill out the form, and you can start earning points. But at the same time, it's going to create a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Everybody knows that charities are really hurting, especially in today's economy. And that's a financial burden for you if you want to try to help. So with this particular program, that doesn't matter, because you're going to be able to give points part of your points that you win by playing in the games to the charity of your choice. And then they'll be able to meet their missions and goals. But the same goes for you. If you need financial help, there's a solution for you. You can use the points that you get to get your everyday necessities. Or eventually down the road, you might be able to even bid on some luxury items because you've got a lot of points because you were very active in our program. And of course, everybody wants to be a winner, and that's going to create excitement. But how does that work? Well, it's real simple. There are many ways that you can earn points. The most important one is referrals. You're going to see that in just a second, how that works. But the second thing is our winner circle, and that's another huge benefit for everybody who's on this call today. And it comes from our match game. That's the first game we're going to have out, and we've got many people who are going to start testing it out shortly. It's actually a game that's been out for a while, or a version of it has been out for a while, and it's a fun game, and I'll explain it to you in just a second. But we're also going to do new sports games, and this is going to be a huge draw. These are games where from around the world. In the United States, it'll be football, basketball, soccer around the world. And how it's going to work is you're going to have, before the game starts, the people who are playing are going to get asked a series of questions. And the answers to those questions, if they're correct, they're going to get points for it. Not only that, but as they're playing the game, they're going to have it's going to be interactive where they're going to say, well, what's the next play going to be? Or is there going to be a goal in this quarter? Or anything like that. It's going to be an additional way that people can earn points. In addition to the games, we're also going to give you banners we're going to put them in your back office, and you can post those banners. Anytime you post a banner, you're going to get points. Our sponsors are very interested in your opinion. And so they're going to send out surveys to you. Anytime you complete a survey about that sponsor, we're going to give you points because that way we help each other. And again, there's much, much more to come. And we're excited about what's coming. And you're going to be excited too when you see some of the new things that we're going to be coming out with. But what do you do with the points? Well, like I said in the video, you're going to use them to convert those points to things that you need on a daily basis, or your luxury item. You can pay a bill, you can get a credit card. There's going to be all kinds of things. If you look at the picture on the right, you're going to see what our site will probably look like. This is not ours, but something that looks very similar to it. And here's some categories that'll be on that site, and you can see lots of different items on there. And this is not even scratching the surface. There's going to be hundreds and thousands of different items that are going to be able to go on to the website. Onto the auction site, and you're going to have a chance to bid on those. If you're the high bidder, you're going to get that item. So. And if you don't see something on here that really fits you, let us know. We'll try to fit it in because we want everybody to be able to bid on things that are actually help their daily life. Let me explain how the auction works. It's different too. We call it our second chance auction because how it works is after 3 bids on any one particular item, you lose your bid if you don't get it. In other words, you lose your points if you don't get it. So wow, that's not fair. Well, it really is, because then you go into a bucket, and that bucket is held until November 1st. And at November 1st of every calendar year, all the points in that bucket are equally shared with everybody in our program. So you get them back at the time of the year when everybody needs extra help, because you got holidays, you got gifts, you got family members coming in. So there's lots of ways that you can use those extra points that you may lose, but you don't really lose them. But here's how it works. Tom and Sue are bidding on the same item, and you can see there Tom goes 10, Sue 11, and so forth. Tom bids 14. At this point, if he doesn't get the bid, those points go into the bucket. And in this case, he does lose those. But Sue bids 15, and she gets the points. She gets not the points, but she gets the item that they were bidding on. Now, Tom can come back and bid again, but he has to use new points because those 14 points are in the bucket and he can't go back and use those again. So now charity auctions are different. How do charities benefit from this? Well, first of all, there's a special auction just for charities. And there can be all kinds of things. The charities will let us know what they want, and we'll put them on the auction. And so there's going to be lots of different things. We also don't want them competing with their players for the same items. Another thing that's different is charities don't lose their points if they lose a bid. They keep their points. We want them to be able to use those points in a big way. Also, charities will be listed among with the charities that players can choose to play for. So that's crucial because in addition to needing money, charities need exposure to their organization so that they can share with other people what they're trying to do and what they need help with. Also, you're going to be able to give charities are going to be able to give us an 8 to 15-second video that'll be placed in a rotation of videos that players will watch before they can play in a game. Again, it's exposure. And you never know who's going to watch that video and say, wow, that seems really interesting. Maybe I'll play for them today. And again, we're going to help you out too, because we're going to put a link to your website on Ripple's website so that you have another chance for exposure. So how do charities get to be able to take advantage of this program? Well, first of all, you have to sign up and let us know that you're interested. That's obvious. Second thing, we got to get approved. We want to make sure that you are who you say you are and that you're a legitimate charity. Only makes sense. Then once you're approved, you want to let your supporters know, first of all, that they can play in free games and get points for themselves and the charity. And those points can be used to bid in auctions. And that's easy to play up every time a charity. You can just let your players know that, hey, we're putting a new roof on our building, or we're putting we're going to landscape the backyard, whatever it happens to be. Just say any of our points, we're going to get that, and we're going to bid on those. Also, you share the Ripple video with us. Let us do the work for you. You don't have to explain how this works. It's on our website. You'll be able to see that, but also you're going to be able to share the video and they'll be able to see exactly how the program works. But you want to put information about Ripple on your website, because if we're putting it on Ripple's website, you put it on yours and we work together at this. Again, use social media. Everybody uses social media. Those banners that you can promote, you're going to be able to promote Ripple in many different ways on social media. And again, you're going to get points for those. You're also going to supply us that short video about your mission and goals. So lots of different ways that charities and players can take advantage of the program. But I mentioned Match It's going to be the first game that's coming out. Let me show you how that works. First of all, when the game comes up, the first thing they're going to ask you is, what charity do you want to play for? And there'll be a list of charities, and you just pick the one you want to play for. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick a pattern, because that's how the game is played. You pick a pattern, and numbers will come up, and I'll show you that. And if the number's in your pattern, you get points. If you complete the pattern, you get more points. And how it works is, at the bottom, you're going to see 4 boxes. Now, right now, it's showing numbers. The numbers don't start there. It starts with a spot that says, click here to watch a video before the number is revealed. So you click on that, you watch that 8 to 15-second video. When it's over, you come back and the number appears. If it's in your pattern, it turns gold, like the one on the right side. If it's not in your pattern, it turns red. But that's not necessarily bad either, because if it turns red, after it turns red, it goes back to the website that you watched the 8 to 15-second video. And many times while you're there, they're going to offer you discounts, advantages, maybe ways to earn more points, and lots of different things that they can do to try to solicit your business. So it's a way for you to win, and the sponsors win there too. So here's how it works. The first number comes up at 12:01 on Monday morning. and it stays up until 11:59 Saturday night. We don't play any games on Sunday. Each number stays up for a new number comes up every 6 hours, and each number stays up for 12 hours. And that's important because you might be saying, well, I'm not up between 12:01 and 6:01. That's okay, because at 12:01, at 6:01, a second number comes up, and it stays up until 11:59 in the morning. So anytime between there and 6 o'clock, you have two numbers that you can play at one time. And you get up, let's say you play at 8 o'clock. You play both numbers at 8 o'clock, and you're done until the evening. And again, the same thing. You can play it at 8 o'clock at night, and you can do both numbers then. If your number comes up, you get points. If you complete the pattern, you get more points. Wonderful way that you can help charities, and you can get points for yourself. So how do the points get split? Well, this is showing you the pattern. When you win, 50% of whatever you win goes to a charity, the charity of your choice. And then we're going to show you how you use 100% of your 50%. So in this particular case, this is just an enlargement of what you saw on the first page, but I wanted to share this. And I did make one other change here. First of all, Sue is the winner of the game, and let's say in this particular case, she won 200 points. 100 of those points are going to go to the charity of her choice, and now she's got 100% of 100 points. So what does Sue get? Well, she gets 20% of those 100 points. Wow, you might say that doesn't seem like a lot. And Tom gets 20%, and you, because you brought Tom into the program, and Tom brought Sue into the program, and so each one of you get 20%. But look at it this way. Remember when I said referrals are the secret to winning this? Here's how it works. You get 20%, and Tom gets 20%, but you could have 100 Toms, because, like I say, you get points for every time you refer somebody, and every time they play and win, each one of those winners, you get 20% of their points. Tom gets them too. Tom gets 20%, but you're going to get 20% of all Tom's people. So you might have, like I say, you might have 100 Toms, and those 100 Toms could have 100 Sues underneath them. So by the time you get down to Sue, you might have several thousand, maybe 100,000 people. Each one of them, when they play and win, you get 20% of their winnings in that game. That's crucial. That's 60% of that 100% that went to the player. The other 10%, to make it 70%, goes to the winner circle, and I'll go into a little more detail in a minute. Now on the opposite side, it's a little different. Sue is the winner, right? And so she's got a charity. And what does her charity get? 0. You go, oh boy, Sue only got 20% of her winnings, and now she gets 0 for her charity? That's right. But look what happens. We've added a third level here. In this case, it's Paul. And Paul at the top, if you go down and do it the same way, where Paul may have 100 of me or you, and you might have 100 of Tom, and Tom might have 100. Each one of those has 100 of Sue's. Now there's a third level, so that 100,000 can be multiplied many, many times over. And so anytime any of those people win, even though Sue gets 0, everybody else at the top gets 10% of the winning share of those points that went to the player. That's the final 30% to equal 100. So the referrals are crucial, because that's where you're going to get a majority of your points. So hang on a second. Let me get down here. So how do you refer people? In the back, and well, first of all, you're going to get 5 points for every new registered member, and you're going to get 25 points every time you get a refer 25. You get 25 bonus points every time you have 25 referrals. So if everybody's trying to get the 25 bonus points, imagine what that's going to do to your winning line. I mean, it's going to be amazing how many people you're going to have there. And as they play, you win. And how do you refer them? First of all, you go to your back office, and in your back office, there's a QR code. And that QR code contains your code. And so people will go there. When they click on that, it's going to open up the 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 page where they sign up to join Ripple. And when they sign up, they are locked to you forever. Now you can either share the QR code, or you can copy it and paste it and into an email and send it out that way. Either way, whenever they open it and sign up, they're locked to you forever. Winner Circle. This is only for a few members, and we're going to take 100,000. So if you're here today, you can still get in. But once we hit 100,000, that's closed. But here's why this is important. That 10% pool, any winnings of that pool in Match It go in. 10% of those winnings go into the Winner Circle pool. At the end of the month, those points are divided equally among each member in the Winner Circle. And again, there's only going to be 100,000, and we get millions of people playing this. This is going to be a huge benefit. There's only 2 requirements. Just participate in 1 auction per month and sign up 1 new member. If you're serious about this, you're going to do a lot more than 1 auction, and you're going to sign up a lot more than 1 new member. But we wanted to make it simple so that nobody will miss out on this. But you want to get signed up, and you want to get your family members signed up as quickly as possible so that they can be part of the 100,000. Because as soon as we hit 100,000, this opportunity closes. So the question comes up, where do you get the money to pay for the products on the auction site? Well, it comes from our sponsors. Those 8 to 15-second videos from the sponsors, they're willing to pay for that because they need eyeballs on their product. They're trying to reach out. They have a certain amount of money that they set aside for advertising, and instead of just throwing it out on social media or throwing it on an ad or maybe a paper ad where they may not get any responses, they're getting targeted audiences here, so they're willing to pay for that. And all the money that comes from that goes to buy the products that are on the auction site. Now, these are only examples of some of the potential sponsors that we have, but we are already in negotiation with several of them. So with this program, everybody wins. You win, of course, and there's lots of ways that you can win, but more importantly, the charities win. That's our main goal. We want to help charities in any way that we possibly can, because we know they're hurting, and we want to be able to make a difference in the world. But also, in addition to that, the sponsors win because they're getting exposure to their product and getting it out to a target audience. So you can't lose in this program. Just begin to share it, work with your friends, get them to sign up their friends, and get into the auctions and start bidding on your items. And it's going to be amazing at what you're going to be able to get, how much you're going to be able to share, and the different items that you're going to be able to get. So with that being said, that's about all I have for today. We're looking forward to seeing you on the next training, and bring someone with you, and more importantly, bring a charity with you. Again, we're trying to reach out to charities. So if you do that and get your charity in, all the members that they bring in are part of your winning line. So it's a perfect way to build your winning line and get your points way up there as quickly as you possibly can. So I believe Dave's going to be doing the call this Saturday. And so we want to make it that's Saturday at noon in New York time. But more importantly, get back to the person who invited you to join the call today. Get signed up, get with us, and start sharing the program with your family and friends and so forth. So having said that, I appreciate your time today, and thank you, and God bless.